and welcome to the Wealthy Lala Show with myself, Laurie Laursen. Today is episode 233. It was funny, after I recorded yesterday's show, I realized I forgot to put the episode number in it. Oh well, what do you do? Anyways, so today's Wednesday, and it's fun to do mini card reading day. So the cards that wanted to be pulled were the Find Your Happy Daily Mantra deck by Shannon Kaiser. And anyways, these are the ones that wanted to be pulled. So I have the card deck in front of me, and let me just see here. Does it want 1, 2, 3, 4? I get 3 cards. Okay. Oh, I'm looking out my window right now, and the clouds, and there's blue sky, and the sun is shining on me. It just looks so lovely. Anyways, okay. So the 3 cards. So we got 1. Pick a middle. Which one? This one. And pick one there. All right. So you guys put in the intention that you would like, what you'd like to ask a question around. Otherwise, just a general. Or just listen to what I talk about with each of the cards and see if any of it reads for you. All right. Okay. Anyways, so we have the 3 cards. We have left, middle, and right. For me, the middle card is really kind of popping, so it'll be interesting to see what that is. I myself am just going to ask for a general reading. Whatever messages creates more for me. But I will start with the left card. So the left card says, "Out of difficulties grow new beginnings. I trust the process." Okay, seriously, people, like, come on. I've got something going on in my world right now that I'm like, okay, seriously? I have to trust this process? No, I know. I do know that. I really do. I'm grateful for the reminder. So it says here, "When things start to go wrong, it can be hard to believe that they will ever even out and go right again. As your life begins to spiral out of your control, so your thoughts as your life begins to spiral out of your control, so can your thoughts. And soon you can be consumed by negativity." Now that's so interesting, because that's really about like what energy are you being, what do you have going on in your body and like when Abraham Hicks says, like it's like the more you're vibrating or radiating at a certain frequency, the more you will attract that. So being aware that the more negative your thoughts are, the more negative thoughts will come to you. It's like, it's like they surprise and delight you. So this card is telling you that even though recent events may have caused you to worry, these changes are working in your life to make it better. Today is an opportunity to focus on new beginnings. What ended is no longer serving you in life. It is safe to trust that all troubling situations are guiding you towards a better one. You can use your imagination to solve the problem and create new approaches. You have everything you need to move into the next phase of your life. You're being guided and you're safe and protected. Okay, so this is kind of an affirmation sort of thing here. "I refuse to get caught up in my life dramas. Instead of holding on to the pain, I let it go with forgiveness and compassion. I step forward with confidence and trust my new awareness. Trust my new beginning is appropriate for the big picture. My life is important and I allow myself to be fully in the process. I release my past so I can be present for my future." And so there's a question here that you can ask yourself, if this card read for you. What am I holding on to and unwilling to let go of? Okay. Card number 2, the middle card. Oh, "Gratitude is the life force of everything." Not surprising. That's very loud for me. I'm discovering, like, the more I do meditations and the more I get in the energy of my future and the more I'm allowing myself to receive even ideas of having a greater future, having ease with my body, and in certain other areas that have been little bits of struggles for me, what I discover is that I actually and this is just me, this doesn't have to be your case, I actually find that it's almost like it rebounds back. It creates resistance. It's almost like, I want it good. I want it good. I want it good. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't want it good. I want it good. I want it good. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. I don't know if I want it good. Like that sort of kind of thing. So, anyway, it's too funny. So allowing myself to, be okay with the change and let myself receive it. So, okay. So this gratitude card. Now, this is always a good one for, I think, pretty much everybody every day. So, this card, gratitude is the life force of everything. We can often look outside of ourselves and see someone else who looks happier, more satisfied, more successful, or healthier. And when we focus on them, we forget to be thankful for what's going well in our own lives. Turning your attention to gratitude instead of jealousy or frustration can help you see all of the blessings in your life. You may be focusing too much on what you don't have and what is not working. Oh, I can relate to that. Can you guys relate to that? So by turning your focus to gratitude, you will open up new opportunities. Thankfulness is the life force for all you truly desire. Your path will become less strained when you turn your energy to love and gratitude. So this is like an affirmation. I'm thankful for all I am and all I have. My life is a perfect reflection of all I desire, and things I want flow to me naturally. My life is in perfect balance as I turn attention to what I appreciate most. Now, I will just say, depending on where you're feeling within your situation, that might be a really like almost too big of an affirmation or affirmations to do. Like you may need to do something a little more subtle, like uh, almost like, I don't have to figure this all out right now. Okay. I'm happy for this chair that I'm sitting on. I've seen other things in my life change that I thought wouldn't. It is getting easier and easier for me to change from being in a negative, disappointing, unhappy state to a more happier and content state. And I'm aware that those energies that I would say call negative are information and that I can let them gift me the information and then I can move forward. And I know that it doesn't create greater for me to sit in them longer. And I've noticed that it changes more and more each day. So allowing yourself to subtly move forward as opposed to just going from like being kind of really pissy about something to all of a sudden like, I'm thankful for all that I am and all I have, like bullshit, right? So anyways, just keep that in mind that you're not wrong if an affirmation doesn't read for you. It could be too much for where you're resonating at that time, okay? And then the question you can ask yourself if this card read for you was, in what area of my life can I be more thankful? So how's it get any better? Okay, now the third card to the right, my happily ever after is me. Interesting. I've not seen that card before. That swirling feeling in your stomach when you first connect with a new person can become addictive, especially when your relationships never quite seem to work out and you continually search for that feeling. Romantic relationships are a beautiful part of life, but even marriages can end. The only person you are with forever is yourself. Stop chasing love and looking for happily ever after in someone else. Love yourself unconditionally, and you will find the love you desire. You can become your own best friend and fall in love with yourself as a partner. When you love your own company, you will no longer be searching outside of yourself. You will feel peaceful and connected. Okay, so the affirmation for this one is, let's see here. I flood my body with love, for I am love and light. I connect to the universe's infinite pool of love and all there is. I am the one I've been looking for. I do not have to seek out love in romantic relationships, for I am enough as I am. The love I give myself bubbles out into all of my intentions. I am full of peace and purpose as I shine my light out and into the world. I honor my desires and reach happiness through self-acceptance and love. And then the question is, how can I celebrate my declaration of self-love? So yeah, so these cards actually really read, all three of them read for me, and kind of something I've got going on in my life. So, just kind of looking at them and re-summarizing is out of difficulties grow new beginnings. I trust the process. Gratitude is the life force of everything. And my happily ever after is me. And even with that last card, regardless of whether you're in a relationship or not, how true is that for all parts of our lives, right? Like our happily ever after is always ourselves. Yeah. So how awesome is that? So anyways, if you guys ever would like to have a reading from me, you guys are welcome to email me at thewealthylala@gmail.com, and they are a part of sessions that I offer. And we can even do a combination card read and, coaching. So yeah, what else is possible? So anyways, on yesterday's show, towards the end, I started to tell you guys about this really cool MRI appointment that I had. And what I mean by cool appointment was the synchronicities, the coincidences that showed up with it. So it was really light for me to go, even though my jaw hasn't been bothering me for a long time, especially since I stopped a certain medication. And I know that that was the side effect from it. And it still felt really right to like follow it through and just see if, there was anything else to it. And for the and I get too that there's also a part of the process for the specialists to have that information, whether it be normal or not normal or whatever, and reference it with the medications, especially if someone else gets that kind of a symptom again. So anyways, I best move along with my story here. So the Friday, my MRI was actually going to be on a Saturday. So the appointment was booked for 11 o'clock on a Saturday, and I thought, well, okay, that's kind of weird, but whatever. That'll actually probably be to my advantage for traffic, driving, the whole thing, parking. The Friday beforehand, so the day before, I get a phone call from the Grey Nuns Hospital in Edmonton, Alberta, which is where I was going to be having it. And they called me and they said, oh my gosh, our equipment's down. We need to send you to a different hospital. So we're actually going to send you to the University of Alberta Hospital in Edmonton, and it's going to be for 9 o'clock on Sunday. And now, lucky for me, I had no plans on the Sunday, like not in the morning anyways. And what could have been a problem, like jeepers, that's, how inconvenient, blah, blah, blah. I find that I'm at a pretty good place, especially in certain areas of my life, to be really open as to, okay, well, what's really right about this? So the next thing I go to the appointment. I show up at the university hospital. I park. I go into the department, and I fill out the paperwork. And I'm sitting there waiting. And of course, it's very quiet in these big hospitals on a weekend, which is lovely. And as I'm sitting there, just kind of closing my eyes, another lady sits down, and I'm just sitting there kind of chilling, just sort of getting into the space of me asking for what I'd like with these tests, how I'd like it to go, talking to the universe. And then this lady starts asking me some questions about the forms that we had to fill out. Well, I then was able to assist her because I worked in the hospital, the healthcare area for 32 years. So I was familiar with a lot of things and knew what would help her and what would help the department. So anyways, we kind of chatted over a little bit over that, and then they called me in, and so we got sent into this sort of lockdown area, so where the MRI machines were. You have to be buzzed in and out. So I went in and changed, and was sitting there visiting then with another lady, and then she left, and I wanted to go to the washroom again. So I go to the washroom, and I end up running into the first lady that I chatted with. Well, her and I ended up having about 15 minutes where we got to just sit and chat. And I was so happy. She introduced herself to me by her first name, and we started chatting. Well, there's way too much to say, and it's not even, all the details are not relevant other than like to anybody else, but they were to me. Our conversation was so inspiring. It was so divinely timed, so divinely placed that I could perceive how we were such a gift to each other in being there. And it was really neat because then what I did is I went and did my test, so I didn't see her again. And on my way out, I actually left my phone number for her with the secretary, knowing that the secretary had to buzz her in and out too, and asked her and said, hey, could you pass this along to the lady? We had a great conversation and I'd love to further it. And so then her and I ended up chatting on the phone again another day. And, like I said, the details don't matter what they are, nor would they be, how do I say this? Like I wouldn't share them because they were personal for both her and I. And all I would tell you is that what seemed like going for a simple MRI allowed me to be in the space of receiving even more from this beautiful universe, that the universe has my back. It brings beautiful people into my life. It allows them to be a contribution to me and me to be a contribution to them. And, if you have things like that show up in your life, for me, like things like that, it was like, if that happened once a year, it was like, oh, wow, that was like a miracle. Well, these things are created in my life now almost daily in different ways. Okay. Even yesterday, like I think that's what I was talking about yesterday on the show when I, got the hit to go to the post office and then got to chat with a couple of ladies and then what that created. Like those are really, they may seem like really small things, but they're the things that are they're actually huge. And it's like winning a mini lottery every day. It's like having magical things touch our lives every day. And so if you have those show up in your life, please acknowledge them, tell the universe thank you, and ask for more. And if you're not having them, it's just because you're not aware of them. Ask for them to be something that you can perceive and see, and then allow yourself to be grateful for it. So anyways, on that note, I am going to sign off. Thanks so much for listening again. You guys have an amazing rest of your day. All right. And if you feel like sharing this, please do on any social media. Makes me happy. Thank you. Tell your friends. Okay, bye.